Galway's main worry and concern centred on left-half forward Cyril Donlan, who damaged an arm in a recent club match. He's replaced today by James Regan in an attack where Joe Canning and Damien Hayes are always likely to be prominent. Cork make two changes from their quarter-final lineup. Lorcan McLaughlin replaces Daniel Carney in midfield. Fit again Conor Lehane returns to the half-forward line. Jamie Coughlin switches to number 12, and the one to lose out here is Niall McCarthy. Match gets underway, and it's Cork who are playing from right to left in the first half, even though Galway won the toss. And Galway go into the first attack here with David Burke, looking for the opening point, but that one has gone away to the left-hand side, as you can see. Just about kept in there by Niall Burke, being challenged over there by Tom Kenny. Niall Burke from Oranmore Mari getting back in here, but he's given it away towards a Cork defender who lost it. Damien Hayes is in quickly, and that's hammered over the bar. First blood to Galway.
Well, Cork had a chance to deal with that. A good cross ball, but Brian Murphy was forced to it. Missed it, miscontrolled it, and Damien Hayes and straight over the bar.
Anthony Nash, who hits the ball, a fair old wallop down there onto the 20-metre line. Coughlin comes onto it, and Jamie Coughlin puts it over the bar. His first point.
It's a very clever player, Ger, and very quick onto it, and ran away there from Niall Donoghue. Good pace and a nice point. And Cork will be very pleased with the start. 2 points and one up after 3 minutes.
Donoghue picks it up onto his stick. Man with the white helmet here. Under 21 fullback last year. Left it there, ready to hit, and intercepting was Lorcan McLaughlin. Rolls up onto the stick again, right in the middle of the park. Lorcan McLaughlin frees it out as far as Cian McCarthy. He lost it. In comes James Regan for Galway. 45 metres out from the target. That's a great score. James Regan's first. 4-all. Level for the second time. Way down once again. Coughlin rises up for it. In comes Lorcan McLaughlin. McLaughlin, little hand pass back here as far as Brian Murphy. If Joe Canning goes out the field, Brian Murphy's going to follow him. That's across as far as Paudie O'Sullivan. Off his left-hand side and straight over the bar. Really good play by Paudie O'Sullivan. He's strong, he's inventive, he's got a very good finish as well. And that's 9 points in this year's championship. Makes it look easy, and Cork lead by 2. Another short puck out by Galway. They're doing it repeatedly, and Cork haven't yet tried to counter that particular ploy. Conor Cooney across here brilliantly to Joe Canning, ready to take off, and he puts it over the bar. He's always dangerous. His first point to come from open play. Well, just for a moment there, he might have been considering a possible goal for Galway. Well, what Galway can do, Cork can do. Short puck out as far as Cronin. Diagonally across over here. Totally different type of match for Galway from the goal from the match in the Leinster final, where they overwhelmed Kilkenny in the opening 35 minutes. It's cat and mouse here against Cork. Luke O'Farrell back as far as Paudie O'Sullivan, and Paudie O'Sullivan puts it straight over. He's got 3 points, and he's going to have to be much more tightly marked.
Cork needed that, and they'll go 2 points in front now. They'll be pleased with the way they're playing. Almost 30 minutes gone, and they're 2 points up.
And straight there to knock it out was Lorcan McLaughlin, but he gives it to David Burke, and David Burke puts it over the bar. That ball could have been cleared, but David Burke worked hard, tried his best, and got the point, and now it's 9-8. Tony O'Gregan now back up towards Canning again, and this time he gets it into his hands. This time he's taking on Tom Kenny, and this time he turns, and this time it is over the bar, and he's now got 6. Teams level for the 4th time.
Well, the crucial thing for Joe Canning there was that he was behind Tom Kenny, so he was the master once the ball came. Taller than Tom, just pushed him off it, and a lovely point from the left.
Good understanding by Cork to deliver that ball way down there towards Conor Lehane. Everybody appealing for it, and the linesman's James Owen over there from Wexford saying it went off the 20-year-old from Middleton.
I suppose if you were analysing the game so far, I mean, at this stage of the Kilkenny game, Damien Hayes was having an absolute blinder. He hasn't been on the ball that often, and he's been man-marked by Steve McDonald, but it's just, I just know he's on it here.
You mentioned his name. Here he is, ready to take off. McDonald's after him. It's to Joe Canning. And inevitably it ends up with a score. He's got 7 points so far, Joe Canning. Well on his way to replicating the big scores he's put up against Cork in the past. And Galway lead here after 33 minutes of play by 10 points to 9.
I think that run by Damien Hayes makes the point I was making. The more often they can get in the game, it proves very profitable for Galway.
Jamie Coughlin, cross here towards Luke O'Farrell, got out ahead of his man who's Fergal Moore this time, steadies himself and puts it over. That'll do his confidence a lot of good. Everybody in the inside forward line has now got among the scores. In fact, the only forward not to score so far is Conor Lehane, and he's been very, very busy and influential. 10-all. All the way up there. Batted straight back down again, but only as far as Andy Smith. Out to David Burke. And David Burke, from a next to impossible angle, has put it over to restore Galway's advantage and put them back in front again as we head closer to half-time.
Well, all that from a long tuck out of break, and David Burke was having a super year, and beautiful point from the left corner.
Right now it's a case of which one of these teams will get to the final first. Luke O'Farrell trying the shot, and this time he puts it wide on his near side, so Cork's still behind.
They need to play the percentage, knock the ball across the 20-metre line, knock it back to the 45, but keep it in play.
And this time the race is won by MacDonald from that longer puck out. Galway have changed their puck out strategy in the last few minutes and gone long, and it was targeted towards Damien Hayes, and to his credit, Stephen MacDonald won that race with Hayes. Anthony Cunningham upset.
Difficult enough for Patrick Horgan from this distance.
With 30 seconds remaining of the 1 minute of added time, it's going to drop down, and it drops over the bar. As you say, Donald, it was a very, very difficult free for him, but he's equal to the task, and that's now 5 pointed frees by Pat Horgan of Glen Rovers, and the teams are level again. From Galway's defence, it's Fergal Moore who drives it up. Can they get the last score before the whistle? Canning plays it back. Niall Burke can't take it. Lorcan McLaughlin can. And the referee, Brian Gavin, gets the whistle to his lips and ends an entertaining opening half here of this All-Ireland semi-final. JBM will be quite pleased, I think. His team have battled hard against a Galway team coming into this match, full of confidence. The main scorers, of course, Joe Canning with 7, Patrick Horgan with 5 frees. At half-time, it's Galway 11, Cork 11. Niall Donoghue for Galway. Dispossessed well again by Paudie O'Sullivan, and then it's given away to Tony O'Gregan. Huge one down here. Let's run in over the head of Conor Cooney, and Cooney trying to get inside. Shane O'Neill manages to do well, and that flashes right across the face of goal and was so dangerous. Conor Cooney, student at Mary Iron Limerick, and remember got those couple of goals early on in Portlaoise against Offaly in the Leinster semi-final.
Great shot here, Gerald. Seldom now we see a player pulling on the ball on the ground and a whiz past the post. Anthony Nash will be delighted to see that go wide.
That's well taken down, virtually unchallenged by Tony O'Gregan. Damien Hayes, and Hayes has got it, and Galway might have a man over here. Hayes tries the shot, and Hayes puts it over the bar. Point in each half now for the 30-year-old Damien Hayes from Portumna in Galway, and Galway lead again by 13 points to 12, early stages of the second half. And out comes Stephen MacDonald. His clearance away there is only towards Andy Smith. Smith picks it up inside in his own half, delivers it towards the half forwards, in towards David Burke. Takes it down, a commanding figure. Back across beautifully to Joe Canning. Now there's more expressive hurling coming from Galway, and that is a wonderful point. 9 for Joe, 14 for Galway. They lead by 2.
Yeah, very good interplay by Galway there, David Burke, and then crossfield ball to Joe Canning, and struck over a great point from the 45-metre line. But Galway actually had no player inside the 45-metre line when Joe Canning took that shot.
There's a Galway player on the ground, and it's number 8, Iarla Tanyan, and the team doctor, Dr. Dan Murphy, is going across there. He might well have been involved with Pa Cronin just a few minutes ago here, and the referee is calling the Cork number 8 across. He's had words with him. Let's have a look at it again here. Oh, and you can see the hurley was used there into Iarla Tanyan.
The referee may be unaware of what happened, but
Well, Cronan's a very lucky boy in that case. Down towards Joe Canning. Being confronted by two Cork players, and the referee says play on. Galway fans thought they might have had a free, but they might have more than that now. Joe Canning threatening. Oh, he overhits it for Conor Cooney. Still the angle is tight for him. Back towards Canning once again. Breaks out towards Niall Burke, and Burke evades the challenge and puts it over. His first point, and Galway have a 3-point lead. Collected here by Páirc Cronin into the half-forward line at this stage. That's taken by Pat Horgan, and Horgan knocks it high, accurately so, and over the bar. He's got 7. Cork have 13, still 2 between them. Back it comes again to Fergal Moore. Tries to take off past 2 Cork forwards. Helped out here by Johnny Cohen. Johnny Cohen darting out of defence, showing great dash and determination. Neatly across here. Again, Galway go for the long-range point. Niall Burke having a go, and that one has gone over the bar, and it's another white flag for Niall Burke. 2 in a row now in the second half, and it's 16 points to 13. David Burke, 30 metres from his own goal. It's a huge clearance down towards Joe Canning. Consternation when he gets it, and here's a goal chance. Here's an opportunity for Niall Burke. It's gone over the bar. Or has it gone for a 65 instead? No, it's a 65, not a point. Anthony Nash performs heroics here. Brilliantly done. Galway much better in the second half. But that loose clearance is picked up here by Lorcan McLaughlin. Now Tom Kenny once again. Back up here once more towards Darren Sweetnam. Sweetnam having a go himself. Has he got it? It comes off the post and it goes over the bar. Good point by the young player from Dohenys. And now it's 17 points to 14, 3 between them again.
Cork 3 points down now, and they're treading water a little bit around the middle of the field.
Meanwhile, Damien Hayes jumps for joy. He got just enough room in which to swing the stick and put it over for his 3rd point. And now Galway much more assertive, much more dominant in areas of the park where it matters. And Hayes and Canning are really turning on the style. It's advantage Galway with about 15 minutes still to go in this All-Ireland semi-final. They're bidding to get back into the final for the first time in 7 years. Nash can hit them a fair old distance, and this is going to drop down dangerously from a Galway point of view, and Cronin got it, and he puts it over the crossbar. It was very dangerous from Galway's point of view. This was a huge one into Páirc Cronin. Got a goal and 3 here in Croke Park the last time he played here in the league against Dublin. He's a dangerous forward. He's brilliant in the air. Big, strong man, Patrick Cronin. Forward as far as James Regan. Tries to get it up into his grasp. He does so. Gets away from 2 Cork defenders. Regan goes on the solo now. Kenny's after him. They can't catch him. And Regan puts it over the bar. 2 points for James Regan, the 21-year-old from St. Thomas's, playing in his 6th championship match. And it's 19 points to 16. Damien Hayes somehow held onto it. Glue on the fingers, but he managed to hold it, release it outside here as far as Andy Smith. And there's a Portumna combination for you, and beautifully over the bar by Andy Smith. And the 29-year-old has given Galway a 3-point lead. Both teams have made wonderful progress during the year. One of them's going to get to the final. It's odds on Galway, and it's Damien Hayes. He scored a goal in the last final in 2005, lost that day, hoping to win in 2012. He's got 4 points in this semi-final, and the Galway fans are jumping for joy, and they lead 22 points to 17. It's been Galway, it is Galway, and they have won this All-Ireland semi-final. They have beaten Cork at Croke Park, and what a day for Anthony Cunningham. There may be a bigger day to come. Leinster champions 5 weeks ago. Now they have lowered the colours of Cork and JBM, an emerging team, but it is Galway who return to the All-Ireland final on the big day itself for the first time in 7 years. On the full-time score, it's Galway 22 points, Cork 17.